in the business of having power in an age where money, power, and respect all seem to go hand in hand. Let's talk about this new verse that Jay-Z just dropped on DJ Khaled's God Did. Amazing verse, impeccable lyricism, and unbelievably layered with 10 or more billionaire gems that Jay-Z drops, intellectually so, poignantly might I add, about how to stand on your own, process the most damaging of circumstances, and create the life that you always wanted by becoming who you always fathom. So firstly, I want to just say that the way that he layers in the trauma and the toxicity and dysfunction that the African-American community has succumbed to was by far one of the most riveting and eloquently placed definitions on why things are the way they are for us. It definitely gives a lot of insight as to a lot of the circumstances behind urban brands, urban branding, urban business owners, and the way that we tend to manage our brands, our clientele, and incorporate ourselves in our communities. So with that being said, if you are an urban brand owner, a Black brand owner, or somebody who has a business that caters to Black people, you definitely want to hear what Jay-Z is talking about. So go stream the song, get into him. God did. And yes, Jigga did too. He laid down this track courtesy of DJ Khaled along with some other artists, and in the midst, again, he was dropping some gems about the ways that you can stand on your own and become a billionaire even in any environment, including this current recession. So I guarantee you that there's a lot to be said about somebody who can infuse poetry, artistry, and education all in 5 minutes in such a creative and fashionable way. So a couple of the things that he talked about, we're going to run through about 10 of them in a minute or so, real quick and snazzy. One of the first things that I took away was that everybody starts somewhere. So don't be afraid of where you started. Just be focused on where you want to end up. The most important part of the journey is getting started. I talk about this in the Journey Through 1,000 Lives, which coincidentally ties into all of these 10 things that we're going to be talking about. Made me feel really, really good about my journey to become a billionaire and a mogul, and reinforce the ideology that smart things are reinforced by smarter things. Iron sharpens iron. And if you are the smartest person in the room, then you are most certainly the most foolish. One of the other things that he talked about was that it costs the same pain to win as it does to lose. A lot of people don't understand this, which is why a lot of people don't win. They stay stuck in their losing situations because you cannot fathom the pain that it takes to win until you actually venture out to become a winner. Another thing that he talks about is that every action has a consequence, as well as the fact that every story has a purpose. And being able to articulate and tell and own your story could definitely make the difference between poverty and wealth for yourself and generations to come. Hov also talks about never being so down on your circumstances that you cannot see the reality of someone else's circumstances, or that you cannot look up. For it is the ability to continually look up that allows you to see what is possible, what you can become, and where the potential lies in order for you to steer things in your favor. I really love how he continues to display this messaging throughout all of his raps. I feel like it's a constant message that you have to own the life that you want to live. And he goes on to even say, really, essentially, there are no victims, that everybody plays a part, from Lil Bobby down the street to Big D to you to me. We all have a role to play. Lastly, he goes into the fact that we might not like the role we play, and we all have to make amends for that. That it's not all in your mind, but that it is all in your mind all at the same time. See, money can equal power, power can equal respect, and respect and money and power together can all equal destruction. It really does depend on you and what you're made of. But again, everybody plays a part, and so nobody plays the victim. Only some of us end up playing the fool. Don't be a fool. Don't lose out on what life could be for you. Take these gems, these tips, these 10 mogul billionaire bits, and go and apply it to your business. Make haste, don't make waste. Success loves speed, and it respects perseverance.
Oh, yes, he did.